Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. We're going to get crafty on this Thursday night, September 11th, 2025, y'all. Listen, Linda. Have you ever seen candy corn this big? Tell me in the comments if you've ever seen a candy corn this big. I have not. And I had Mr. Zach create this for me because I had an idea. So whenever you get here, say hey. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. Welcome to my page, y'all. And welcome to the replay. We are going to use a ton of patterns on this tonight. So comment the word candy, C-A-N-D-Y, and that will allow my page to send you a message with the, like the details of like where you get the cutout, where you get the patterns we're going to use, where you get the colors I'm going to use, because you need to create one for yourself. Duh. So say, hey, y'all, hit the heart button for me. Let me get all these things in place really quick because I need to. What's up, my people? Hello, my people. Y'all are my people. Did you know that? You are my people. And I hope I am your person. So down below is a pinned comment. It says comment candy to get all the details. You can join our text list and then you can join our free broadcast channel where we will send you updates and live notifications. So I'm going to notify the broadcast channel right now and we're going to get started. So here is the deal. We have a regular candy corn on our website, on our Etsy site, that is just a single layer, and it does have the lines. That's been up there for several years, but we've added this new one. It's called the layered candy corn. And ideally, this back piece, you really don't need. Now, if you get this and you decide, I'm going to like do double projects, you could use this, okay? But what I wanted to do, in other words, I'm just going to set this aside, okay? Because we're not going to use that. But what I want to do is I want to do some like patterns and stuff on this and make this super cute. Hey, friends. So the one I'm using is the 18-inch. Okay. And this guy right here is 25% off until midnight today, September 11th. So we're going to start by painting. We'll paint this last because I need these to dry. So let me grab this. It is a gigantic cutout. Now we do offer them in different sizes, this particular one, along with our regular candy corn. So just so you know. Tina, make sure, send me a message and we can chat because I don't know. Sometimes there may be an issue, but who knows? All right. So I'm going to paint the top. The candy corn colors are what? Yellow on the bottom, orange, and then white. Is that correct? Y'all, I better go to the Google. Candy corn. I mean, I guess we could do whatever we want, but yellow, orange, white. Okay. Hello, Miss Deb. So we're going to paint this up. This is the top piece. We're going to do this in bright white. No way, Dawn. You are candy corn obsessed. You're kidding me. I don't see that a lot. I don't mind candy corn. Just a bunch of sugar, right? But if you want this cut out, y'all, just comment the word candy and my page will send you a message. And in that message, the top link will be the patterns we're going to use. The second link will be the actual link to the cutout. Okay. And we offer them in different sizes and they're all 25% off until midnight. All right. So there is layer number 1 of the top. What is all this all over this? I don't even know. Y'all, I am freezing. Hence the sweatshirt. I am so cold right now. All right. The middle is going to be marmalade. Oh, good, Janet. Hello, Janice. The Indian corn, yes. Hi, Debbie Howard. Hello, Rebecca and Beverly. Hi, Diane. Betty loves candy corn. We're going to use marmalade for the orange. That's right, Michelle. Have y'all ever had the candy corn that has like the chocolate? Y'all ever seen those? Hello, Miss Kayla. I hope you were well. Hi, Debbie Wood. Come on in, y'all. We're going to get crafty and make some candy corn. I don't need a lot of candy corn, but I love making all the things candy corn. I got you, Dawn. Well, you just go on over to our Etsy shop and get your candy corn on. But the sale ends at midnight, y'all, so take advantage. We have different sizes. This is the 18-inch. Now, Michelle Pryor, I have a question for you since you're on here. I know you're not a Halloween fan. Do you consider this Halloween, and would you hang this in your house? Heather loves candy corn. Hello. Hi, Hope. Luann. Dana. Just curious, Michelle. Tell us. Please do. Thank you, everybody who showed up for whatever Wednesday last night, y'all. Y'all showed up and you showed out. Let me just tell you that. You don't like the candy? Yes. I don't like candy corn. My kids and your kids and hubby do, though. Yes. Hello, Michelle Paramore. Hi, Sharon. But all invoices for that sale have been sent out. Go check your emails. I don't know. I finished it sometime around 11 this morning. I've had a couple people message me saying, hey, did I buy this? Yep, sure did. Check your email. All right, let me flip this around. Just get the edges where my fingers were. And we're going to set this aside. And get all that paste out of there. And we might need a second coat of that. Okay, and then, of course, the last piece is going to be Bumblebee. Okay, this is the large and in charge piece. Right here. We're just going to take this all over. Now we are going to apply some of our silkscreen stencils to this. So we're going to have to apply wax, surface wax, y'all. Super important. Because our stencils are sticky and we do not want them to peel up this coat that we are putting on. And I'll tell you what, this is chalk and paste form. So it is going to dry a lot faster, in my opinion, than said like acrylic paint or chalk paint. So just be mindful of that. Flip it over and do this side. Zach asked me, he's like, what size of this do you want? I'm like, probably 16. He's like, no, you need bigger than that. Okay. So we've got a large Marge piece of candy corn. Let me see here. Okay, so now that this is finished, I am going to transition over to the outer piece. Okay, we may have to come back and paint another coat on that, but right now I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint this black. Because it's so large, I actually have a mat, my self-healing mat that I've used for painting. It's kind of crazy, huh? All right, let me find my black. I don't have another sponge brush. Please hold. Right here. Got it. Can y'all believe it's almost the weekend? Tomorrow's Friday. What am I doing tomorrow? Well, I am going to start printing our Getting Crafty subscription box inserts. Zach has already started cutting those. I'm going to ship a little bit. Some other things I need to work on. And then Saturday, y'all's our first baseball game. of the season. And it's going to be a very interesting one, to say the least. And then Monday, y'all, we got another football game to go to. I'm so excited. So excited. Very, very excited for football. You know, I am excited for baseball, but I really enjoy watching the boys play football. Probably more than baseball. At least right now. Maybe because it's just new. All right, almost done with this. Then we're going to figure out if our other pieces need a second coat. So make sure you hit the heart button for me. Comment the word candy so you can go get your candy corn cut out. 25% off until midnight. All right, this black coats very nicely. This color is called Black Velvet. This is our chalk paste. Typically, most all the time, whenever I'm using our stencils, I always use our chalk paste for painting purposes. I have never had good luck with painting with acrylic and then applying a silkscreen stencil. So, just so you're aware. All right, we're going to set this over here on the ground. Hopefully that works. Okay, next step, let's come back over here and check on our pieces. Now remember, they are going to have a pattern on it. Like, I think we're good with the white. The orange, maybe. I think the orange may need one more coat, y'all. Hi, Eva. Thank you, Sue. Okay, no worries. Yeah, y'all, your comments were not coming through, so I refreshed, and here they all are. Holy cow. All right, so I'm just, whenever you guys see me do this crazy thing, I'm just getting the paste out of the brush or out of the sponge because it likes to get seeped up in that sponge. Soaked up, whatever the right word is. Okay, let's flip it around and let's do a little bit more over here. Okay, let me fix this and fix that. All right, done with orange. Peace out, Girl Scout. Yeah, I know. I did freeze. Something's going on. You're welcome, Jean. Hopefully you know where to go now to find those pictures. No way, Patty. Did everybody just see what Patty said in the comments? Let's try this a little bit. Patty just said it's only 14 weeks away until Christmas. I just can't even. I just can't. It was like 50. What happened? I don't know, Jean. I may have. I stuck this in my closet a long time ago. And now I can wear it because I can fit into it. Hi, Patricia. Yeah, Missy says, shh. Okay, I do have to ask. I know, Heather, right? Okay, Patty, so you told us that. Have you started shopping for Christmas? Tell me in the comments if anybody here started Christmas present shopping. I did buy one thing about 2 weeks ago for one of my boys. All right, we're going to add another coat of yellow. It needs. I know it. I know Michelle, right? And I did get that book today. Patty's getting all the hate. Okay, Melinda has not started. Missy has not started. Peggy has not started. Patty, we love you. Thanks for the reminder. We're all going to get online now and start shopping. But you know, she's absolutely right. Like, if you don't get reminders or you don't actually physically look at the calendar, you're like, oh, I got time. And the next thing you know, you have 4 weeks left. And then all the stores are busy as all get out. Traffic is awful, you know. Cheryl says she has shopped. She shops year round. Petrol shopped. Heather and her mom have purchased one thing. Janet's made gifts. See, those are the greatest. If I see stuff for people that's hard to buy for, then I pick those to get. Yes, exactly. I got an ornament for Mr. Jackson. You know, when we were at Hobby Lobby not too long ago, you know, he loves ramen. They have those like specialty ornaments there. They have like Frito-Lays and just Funyuns and all these specialty things. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get him one of those. So that's what I did. Because we typically get like each other, or we all go pick out an ornament. And I was like, this year we'll just gift them. Lisa says if she starts now, she will overspend. Jennifer just looked at her craft fair schedule. I start up October 4th and don't wrap up until December 6th. Yes. There you go, Jen. See, you looked at the calendar, right? And it freaked you out. Oh my gosh, look at Hope. She gets the crown today. She has started and she has wrapped presents. Wow. Patty, I think that's great. Personalized gifts are the greatest. Oh, I just totally missed that. Making gifts, yes. You know what my people are going to get this year? You're looking at it. I'm going to gift all this stuff. They're going to be like, what in the heck is all this? Handmade, man. Sorry, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. Oh, I got this one for Dylan, this one for Jackson. We'll put that on the mantle. We'll give that one to Zach. Marilee doesn't even have any ideas. Yes, teen kids are hard, y'all. My boys are going to be teenagers in less than 2 months. So hard to believe. Yes, Becky, me too. She says every year that she will buy as she sees things throughout, and she never does. There you go, Missy. It is the best, Terry. I love that. All right, I think that one's dry. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do next. I have a little sander back here. It's the white one. We're going to sand this a little bit just to smooth it out. Now, I'm not going to worry about the edges because they're going to go in that little frame, the black frame around the candy corn. Just want money. Yep. Oh, I should, Debbie. The Lagoon pumpkin that's way over there that I can use as a mirror because it shows so shiny. Yep. No, Anita, we're not. Hi, Donna. Okay, so we've done this one. So let me tell you what we're going to do. I've got some different colors out here. We're going to first wax this. Anytime that you paint a surface that you are going to use one of our silkscreen transfers on, you want to make sure that you apply our surface wax so that it protects your paste that you painted with. Kind of acts like a barrier, I guess, if you will. Yeah, the beautiful Lagoon pumpkin. It's way up there. I put it in its place. It's hiding. Okay, next step for this, I almost said pumpkin. For this piece of candy corn, I'm going to use this transfer. This is called Modern Plaid Pattern. Okay, we're using a bunch of patterns today. And I am going to simply, well, let me fuzz it because I don't know if this has been used. I know I haven't used this, but I thought Zach used this at one point. Like when I was out of town for something. But I could be wrong. Hi, Mina. Hi, Debbie. We give our grown kids money at Thanksgiving. Then they shop for themselves and wrap and put them under my tree to open on Christmas so I find out what I bought them. That's awesome. We do, Missy. It's down on the ground. I got you covered. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay this pattern on the top piece. Did we ever see Michelle's answer about the candy corn? Did I miss it? The paper would slide right off. You're right. I got Miss Rachel PJs. Is that a brand? Deb, I don't know that I've ever heard of that brand. Okay, now we're going to go in. Hi, Angel. We're going to go in with Dune paste. Okay, we're kind of doing, it's not really tone on tone. Kind of, but not really. And we're just going to give it a little bit of Dune paste all over. Just make sure you get the entire silk screen covered. That is super important. Don't take too long though, because your paste will dry in the screen. Ta-da! There is the top candy corn. She says she considers this Halloween. Michelle Pryor, I'm gonna send you a whole bag of what do you call it? Candy corn. Okay, let me grab my cleaning mat. And I'm gonna lay this right here. And I really did not want to get this all over, but whatever. We have succeeded to do that, so it is what it is. Okay, it's a new show. So you got her jammies. So cute. I bet she's going to love those. I don't know if I've heard of Miss Rachel, the show. Probably not, because my kids are grown. Maybe I have. They don't watch it, but. All right, so now we're going to spray this. Okay, this is the non-sticky side. And I'm just going to take the board eraser and just go over the entire thing where we added our paste. Okay. And we're going to grab a paper towel. Hi, Dretha. Michelle Pryor. I mean, I swear I've seen like bunny candy corns. What do you call that now? Still Halloween, even though it's bunny at springtime? All right, so now, since that is done, we want to clean the other side as well because the paste goes through the back. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this. Yes, this would be much easier if you just take the whole thing off. But you know what? I'm trying to show you how difficult life can be right now. Trying to keep it all on the backer sheet. Some of y'all get intimidated by these larger transfers, even though this is just a size C, which is 12 by 18, so it's not too large. Okay, do the same thing. Grab my paper towel and dry it off. Okay, and then we're done with this transfer right here. Ta-da! Okay, now we're just going to let this fall right there. And this one is donezo. You just want to make sure that you flatten out your transfer on the backer sheet so that you don't have any air bubbles. And this one is complete. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. Now we're going to bring this back and we're going to dry it. Rhea says they do candy corn for all holidays now. She's now into Mr. Rogers. Oh, hi, Vivian. Thank you so much. Hey, Judy. All right, I just want to make sure this is dry so I don't accidentally touch it working with these other pieces. I think we're good. So I'm going to slide to the left. Okay. Now let's bring over our marmalade, the centerpiece. And I see it's a little bit shiny. It was the candy of choice for every house I went to trick-or-treating. I mean, I never saw it during Thanksgiving gatherings. I got you. Makes sense. I mean, I immediately think of Halloween. But, you know, I got to put you on blast, girl. Because we love you. Oh, speaking of Halloween, I don't know if y'all remember our little boo round over here? We made this 2 Fridays ago on Big Bow Friday. And I had extra tails. I had extra length for the tails. Well, I cut it and I told you that I would very easily be making some bows to do for Happy Mail. Who wants Happy Mail? I'll do 2 names tonight and you will receive these super cute little bows that I made. I am Michelle Famous. Yeah, Barbara, it's acting like a crazy person. They have fall color leaves. I haven't seen those, Patty. That's pretty fancy. All right, let me see if I have an orange sander. I mean, there's no way I have an orange sander, but we're going to use this. It's going to leave a little bit of white, but it's fine. We'll wipe it off. I just want to smooth it out. Okay, this one's going to require... Well, I have an orange one now. This one's going to require a little more thought. But first, let me put the colors I'm done using away. Okay. Everybody stop and take a drink of water. Or whatever you're drinking. Coffee, tea. I don't know. Maybe somebody's drinking wine. It's a judgment-free zone, okay? All right, so now that that's done, we are going to apply our surface wax. And this is going to, again, protect the color that we painted with, okay? So Zach is at baseball. I know, Denise, right? I booked his little family outing today for his birthday, and we're gonna go. I rented 2 bays, BAYS, at Topgolf. I got like the package that has like $150 food allotment, and it wasn't that much because Sundays are cheaper to go. And I was like, hello, this is wonderful news. So I think we're gonna have fun. All right, let me show you what we're gonna use. We're gonna use one of Tiffany's transfers. It is called Full Bloomin'. Okay, now here's the deal. I've used this before. We are going to fuzz it. That's right, Barbara. You took your sander and Paper towel. So Jennifer, I knew, like, I've done that before with the Gator sander, but I've never done it with the big one. I thought maybe I would tear up my paper towel. Okay, so I want to only put the larger flowers on this. Not the itty bitty ones. So we're going to have to do this a couple times. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm going to go right there. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to use Couture Coral. Please, please, please work. Please, please, please work. Let my vision come to life. I don't know, we may have to go a lighter pink, but we're going to find out really, really soon. Yes. There's a snake in here. Okay. We're going to keep going over the larger flowers. We're going to peel up as we go so our paste doesn't dry in the screen. I honestly wasn't sure if the coral was going to show up that well, because it is a brighter orange that we used. And I got to be careful around these little guys. All right, let me lift it up. Lay it back down. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it safe. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think so too, Teresa. I want this to dry a little bit before I lay this transfer back down, because I have noticed that here lately, whenever I lay the transfer back down, when the paste is wet, sometimes it like dries itself back into the silk screen. I don't even know how to explain that. All right, all the big ones are covered. All right, so that's what I have so far. That is very pretty. Okay, now I think I'm going to be safe. I'm going to play it safe and just wash it. It doesn't take long. All right, just like so. Grab a paper towel. We're going to dry it off. Yes, Deb, it has. Okay, now we're going to flip it. And we're going to dry it. And then we're going to have to refuzz it because we just cleaned off all of that lint, right? Okay. Yes, Becky, I don't know why. I've noticed that lately. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I don't think so. I've done it before. All right, let's make sure this is dry. Okay, now fuzzing it again. Because remember, we took off all the lint because we cleaned it. I know, Denise, right? Sometimes I surprise y'all. Okay, let's go and situate this. This is where it's going to be interesting. First of all, I want to come over here. And I want to do this section right here. Just to fill this hole in. Just like that. Dry this. Hi, Nancy. Then, hold on. Y'all have never done that before, but we just did it. Okay, now we're going to work with the rest of the flowers, spacing them out. Okay, I'm going to take these all the way over, and I'll deal with that separately. Again, I just want to be careful around the little guys because they do not belong tonight. Now, if you accidentally use them, it is what it is. Not the end of the world. Okay, you definitely must go in and grab all of that excess. Like I just went over that little one right there. Okay, let me dry this. It is. Thanks, Barbara. Okay, lay it back down. And then we're just going to continue working over here on this side. We switch hands. Okay. And then go this big guy right here. Pick up all my excess without going too crazy. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's looking so good. Thank you. Okay, I thought so, Deb. You know, I felt like this was like brand new. Did he destroy that one or something that y'all remember? I don't think he did. I think Teresa would know. She has the... Teresa, you bought his sunflower door hanger, right? I don't think he destroyed the transfer, but you know, there's no telling it. Did he use Lagoon that night? I mean, let's be real. All right, now our board eraser is going to go over the top, the non-sticky side, and then we're going to flip it over and we're going to clean the back side. Okay. Like so. Yeah, I've been freezing. There's no telling. It is what it is. Okay, so we got that side. And now we have the other side clean. You see how we can reuse these over and over to create multiple projects? These transfers are pretty amazing. Just saying. So if you want to go check out my website, all you have to do is comment the word candy and I will send you a message with the link to browse. Okay. All right, let me turn this around and we're going to see what we can do with this. I need a big one. Like this guy right here. All right, I'm going to do this one. And then we're going to see where life takes us. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the side. Like so. Cut my excess. All right, so let me dry that. Yeah, you don't remember him destroying a transfer? There's been a couple times I've come home, I don't know, after a trip or something, and he's like, yeah, you might want to go purchase another one. Okay, noted. Noted. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's just take this on its side. We're just going to do that and see what it looks like. Hope and pray for the best. We'll take this off the edge. Okay. Now, all right, this is what we have right now. Okay. I am going to add something right here. And it is going to be like the edge of this little flower right there. All right. Okay, I don't want to mess with it too much. This is so cute. Now, I do think I need something right there. Hold on. I am using the already pasted transfer, and I just laid it down. Yes. All right, let me see. Look. Sorry, I'm trying not to touch it. Okay. Look, we're almost done with the flower, y'all. Then we just have the bottom one to go. The bottom piece, which we will need to repeat that, I think, just twice. I don't even know how many times we use this tonight. All right, let me just get this wiped off. Hello, Angelina. Thanks, Patty. Try to show you guys different ways to use your transfers. Like, you don't have to just slap it down and like do it all in one. You can piece things together. It's pretty awesome. You have like an entire library of designs on your hand if you're like me and purchase a whole bunch of them. But honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Because like tonight, I knew I wanted to do a candy corn and I knew I wanted to add patterns, but I didn't know what patterns. So I literally just, because I do have pretty much every transfer, I just went online and in the search bar, I just typed patterns. And all of the patterns that we have in stock showed up for me. And then I just browsed the different patterns and pulled them from my personal stash. And here we are. Okay, so this is Tiffany's Full Bloomin' Transfer. Okay. All right, we're done with that one. I'm going to come over here and dry this. There is 1, 2, 3 spots that I'm going to take my marmalade to, not that one. And I'm just going to brush it over the pink because I went like over the side on the transfer. Well, there might be more than 3. There we go. The bow gadget? Yes, Barbara, I love that. Hey, Dawn, thanks for the stars. Like the Bow Dabra? Is that what you're referring to? All right, those are covered now, so I can sleep. I'm so cold but refuse to turn on the heat. Yeah, do you like layer in blankets? Like, I'm cold. We have it at 73 here. I mean, it's like 90 something degrees out today, I think. But there's a certain point of the day when I get so cold, but I don't want to turn up the air because, I mean, I like it cool at night. Okay, so here's our yellow one. Now I need a yellow sander. All right, I'm going to grab that. We're going to use this side. We're just smoothing out. Sometimes those foam brushes and any other brush. That worked a little bit, Jen. Like leave little lines. And if you don't have a flat surface, you run the risk of bleeding. Okay, so now for this guy, I'm going to use Camel. Okay. And we're going to use the watercolor dot pattern. Okay, the polka dots. But I want to fuzz this first. And then I don't want, yes, it doesn't really matter, but we're going to use Camel. I know. It's all over the place right now on this platform. Everybody's freezing. I'm freezing cold. We're freezing up. We'll see how this looks. Just dragging my paste over the entire thing to cover all of those dots, picking up my excess as I go. Trying not to go over the edge of the transfer. I forgot to wax this. Anybody catch me? Yep, somebody did. Somebody said I didn't wax. You're right, I didn't. Well, it's too late now. That's why it was a little bit more difficult to peel it up, friends. Lesson learned. Now I've taught you something. All right, spray this. Grab a wipe. And these little black mats I get on Amazon. They're in my favorites link whenever you comment the word candy. They're great to use to clean your transfers on. And then I just take mine. I wash mine with like towels. I mean, here at this house, we ain't got no fancy towels. Let's be real. So not that this paste will get all over your other towels, but some people are like, oh no, don't put them in there with towels. Well, we do because they ain't fancy, right? We ain't got nothing fancy here. The only thing fancy you see is this artwork. And maybe I would consider our 3 lasers fancy because, you know, without those, we wouldn't be making no 18-inch candy corn. I can tell you that much. All right, let's do the backside, dry it off, and then we're going to use it again. Like this. All right, here we go again. This is going to be very interesting put together. Are y'all excited to see this? Let me grab my glue gun because I know we're going to need this for our bow, and I need to pick a Happy Meal winner. So let me come over here to the comments, and I'm just going to scroll. And I'm going to stop right here on Lorena Smith. Girl, you got a bow. Lorena Smith gets a bow. So just send me today's date in a message and put Happy Meal. I know I have your address. So you're going to go right there. And I have another one to give away soon. Hopefully I don't forget. Awful about that. Zach is never awful about forgetting. He likes to overgive. Not that that's a problem, but he always does it whenever I'm not here. All right, let's try this. Now I got to figure out how to line these up. And we probably should apply wax to the little section that we didn't do yet. Thanks, Ruth. Because I forgot to wax the rest of it. But it did just fine. But I would not recommend that. Y'all know I don't teach that way. Okay. We had them like this. We had them like this. Give me a second, y'all. It's going to take me a second. I should have put my little arrow in the corner. But I didn't. I didn't teach y'all right. That's almost. Hold on. I mean, they're just dots. So does it really, really matter? Let's go right there. No, I don't want to go there. Next time, put a triangle or an arrow. Oh, wait. I go over one more and up. Right there. Because I need to do this one, and all of this. I'm sweating a little. Not really. But what I don't want to do is go back over a dot I've already done. Okay. Pick up all the excess. Remember, because it will sit on the top of your transfer. Ta-da! Bottom of our candy corn. Look, y'all, I got paste on my thing. All right, let me grab this. We are done with our camel. Grab a wipe. It's a bad sign when this is like the second to the last one. And you can't find another pack down there. That's all right. Hopefully I won't need any more. Okay, now we're going to clean it. Thanks. Flip it over and clean the back side. Okay, grab a paper towel. Same thing. Y'all have seen me clean this lots and lots of times. Or not this particular one, but the transfers tonight. So if you haven't figured out what you need to do after you use them, then I don't know, y'all. Because I've shown you, gosh, what, about 10 times now? Clean as you go. Okay. Now we're going to put the backer sheet back on it. Dry it a little bit. Yeah, I need to give bows to everyone. You get a bow, and you get a bow, and you get a bow. All right, there's that. So this is ready to be reused again. Okay. And it just fell back there behind everything. Okay, let me clean up my little mess here because I need to make room so we can put this together. And then I have raffia because we're going to do like a raffia bow, I think. Maybe. Okay. This is the back piece you get. Now remember, this cutout is 25% off until midnight. And we have offer in different sizes. And then you get this little frame piece that we painted black. This is going to be so cute. Oh my gosh. All right, but first, I need to figure out what kind of bow. Chaos in a bag. You are looking at it. Look how big this piece is. Holy moly. So I'm just kind of pulling it apart because it's very thick or very wide. I have this, I can tell I have this very concerned look on my face. I'm concentrating. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, your cats would love this. The one I'm using, Lisa, I'm sorry, is 18 inches. So it's a big one. And they'll come with little hangers. I know the 16 and the 18 inch will, because it's more of a door hanger. Okay, so that's what I have so far. What am I doing with this? I don't know. Go ask your neighbor, because I have no idea. I just got it out to kind of separate it and see what I was working with. Okay, I'm going to lay it right here. Nobody touch it. Hopefully the wind doesn't blow, the fan doesn't turn on. So it goes flying off the chair. Put my chaos in a bag back. And we're going to grab our stick fast glue. Yes. Do you have black and orange? I do, but it's a different, I think it's a different orange, Miss Deb. I don't know. It might be. I've actually thought about grabbing the colored raffia earlier. I don't know. We might use it. We may not. I know the pink is different. The orange is definitely different. Yeah. Don't want white because the top is white. Yeah, it's different. I think I'll stick with a regular one. Okay, here we go. So this is stick fast. This is the thick. Do not get I think it's called thin. It will be in your lap and all over your table in a matter of seconds. Milliseconds. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around and we're going to glue this right here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. Put this one down. I think my stick fast is clogged. Make sure I push it down so that glue inside or the center stays. This is so cool. Y'all see what I see? Like, it's a total different take on a candy corn, don't you think? Okay, so this is not done. Okay, that's not sticking. So I know that I probably need to add some more. However, I don't want to use hot glue. Well, it's coming out now. Not really. There. Press and hold. Y'all like this? Hit the heart button if you love it. Comment the word candy. Hope I inspired you to do something different than just your regular white, orange, yellow. It's going to take a second, y'all. It's a bigger piece. So let's give away this next bow. First person to comment the number. The first person to comment the number. No, let's do this. Hold on. 7th person to comment the word candy. 7th person. Thanks, Kathy. Okay, I think we're down. I'm going to stay right here. I don't know that the frame is glued either. Oh, no, it is. I feel it. Okay, Lori, Sue, Melinda, Leanne. You can only comment one at a time. Barbara was number 5. Janice, 6. Remember, it's what I see on my end. Cynthia Holmes. Send me a message with today's date. And my friend, you are going to get a handmade bow made by yours truly. Okay, that's yours. All right, I think we're good. Let me just hold it down a little bit longer. I'm going to mess with this stick fast. Yeah, okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. I don't even know. This hole is so small. We're just going to do this. Okay, ready? Ooh. Gotta karate chop it, y'all. Okay, we gotta press and hold this down. So if there's like paste on the edge, it's gonna come out. So just take your finger and push it off. All right, next step, the bow or the raffia. And then I'm going to show you how to use the hangers. I get a lot of requests as to how to use our hangers that we send with some of our door hangers and or you purchase off of Etsy. I'm about to show you. So I'm just taking my fingernail and getting this excess paste off. It's not hurting anything. Okay. I've got this, right? So I think what I want to do kind of just want like a dainty little, oh, nothing too chaotic. Pull it through. Maybe not so dainty, but y'all get the gist. Nothing fancy. Just like so. Now there is one piece right here that's really got me puzzled. If we just might make this disappear. You're out of here. Okay. Just something simple. It doesn't need to be too big. And then we can trim it down in a little bit. Okay, good. Hi, Kay. It's a freezing season up in here, y'all. It's freezing like a mad lady. On the screen, I see it. All right, I got way too much glue. Just get it off the excess here, or get the excess off. All right, I think we're good. Now, this will come off your mat. It's like rubber. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so now what I need to decide is how long do I want to leave this to hang? I think that's good. Except I don't know what's going on over here. All right, now let me show you how to use our hangers. I feel like I have more tail over here than I do this one, and I'm not quite sure why. They're the same length, but it doesn't matter. All right, so you will get a hanger, I think, with the 16 and the 18-inch one, and this is what it looks like, okay? It's 2 pieces. What is that? You have a half circle, and you have the holes. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take some twine and just get a piece, stick it through the holes, and then match it at the end and just tie a knot. Okay, just like so. Now you could cut this down if you'd like, but what you're going to do next is you're going to take your little or your large, depending on what it is, turn it over. Oh, guess what just fell out? This one was not glued well. Should we hot glue it? Bet you'll stay in there now, little yellow piece. Should probably get it in there before the glue dries. It fell out. All right, let's just wait a second. So your hangers will always come with 2 pieces, one with 2 holes and one with 2 half circles or open, what do we call these, y'all? Half moons, I think I call them. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece and we are going to, this is going to take a lot. It's going to be a lot quicker. I'm just going to glue this half piece right here to the back. Okay. Just like so. All right. Okay. Now I know why. Hold on. It's probably too late to try and do this. I got distracted, y'all. I saw a squirrel. And yes, it took off some of the paste, but that's okay. I'm going to glue it right there. Right back where it belongs. Now I feel both sides are a little bit even. Black button. Okay. All right. So now we have that. Then all you're going to do is you're going to take the 2-hole piece, place glue on it, and the holes are going to go right over the, y'all, I can't get it together tonight. Hold on. Let me hold these 2 pieces. There we go. I like to pull my twine up out of the hole like this. Okay. Because you've created this, like, what do you call it? Space, void. Let me make sure because I didn't pull it off. All right, let's let that cure. Grab a black button. Or see, and now this is how it hangs. Okay. Stay. All right, let's bring this back over here. We're going to grab our hot glue. Let's do a big one. Is that the biggest one I've got? Yeah, I like big buttons. I cannot lie. There we go. Super cute. Oh, good. I love the hangers. They're so easy to use and so convenient, right? Okay, now that that's done. Oh, that's hot. I'll turn it around. Oh, this is so cute, y'all. Like, this is such a different take on candy corn. Now, Michelle, this is not Halloween. Just saying. This piece needs to come down. Hold on. We have a flyaway. Whatever. That's going to drive me nuts. It's because it's connected. Okay, we're better. All right, y'all, check it out. I made that. Isn't that so cute? So different. Such a different take on candy corn. 3 patterns were used here. I love the different colors we used. But it does come with the frame. And you get a back piece to glue it on. Okay. This right here is the 18-inch candy corn. This is 25% off until midnight. So we do have different sizes of these. Go shopping. Go get your candy corn cut out. These are separate pieces. It's very easy to paint. You pop it in. Just make sure you have enough glue and you press and hold. Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I got for tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. Bye.